Hi guys. I'll wait for Lizelle. I'm Joe. This is my
Hi.
lovely wife, Lizelle. And we're retired in the Philippines. And so I'll tell you the way we do it. And I definitely don't do things right. I just do it the way I do it. It works for us. So I was always a carpenter in Missouri, and I built a good sized house, paid for it cash, and decided to sell that. Before I sold it, I built a little log cabin in the woods, and it's paid for cash. So what I did, in order to retire, I sold the big house. Lizelle had been married to me for already seven years at that time, and so we came here and built this little castle, and it's actually a defendable castle, and it's small. It's not big. It's not fancy, but it's a defendable, good, solid house for my wife and myself. Is there anything you want to say, honeybee?
I don't know.
We don't have this rehearsed at all. I usually don't. I usually don't write anything down. We just kind of go for it. I know a lot of you want to come to the Philippines. That's why you're watching the channel. And that's great. I encourage you to. It's a wonderful, beautiful place. Everyone is so happy here and friendly. The locals, there's some grumpy old expats. But no, everybody, it's a fun place to be. I come here to get away from the winter time. And then, like now, winter's about over, so we'll go back to America. And I've snowbirded it for 25 years now. For me, that works great. And I think there's some expats that live here full time that are kind of jealous, whether they admit it or not. I say, please do not sell out and sell your house in America. And you practically have to give away your things. Nobody wants your stuff, your pots and pans. So a lot of guys come here, they give everything away, they sell what they can, and they come here with a lump sum of money and probably a Social Security. And guys, it's a beautiful country, but it can wear on you. After 6 months, 3 years, it starts getting to you. And that's why it's so good. I advise just to keep a little place in America too. It kind of wears on you here, go back there. Starts wearing on you in America, come back here. And it's worked wonderful for us for 25 years. We just love doing that. And then, one day when I'm gone, Lizelle can decide where she wants to live, whether it's in Missouri or here. And so that's kind of what I wanted to say.
Alright. You get bored?
Do I get bored?
Yeah. Was staying here for 5 months or 6 months.
I was never bored. I love building, so I was never bored building. I had 5 or 6 guys working for us building, and the wages here are 600 to 800 pesos a day per person. So you're looking at 10 to 20 bucks a day, and they're experts. Isn't that about right?
What you're talking about? About the labor?
Yeah, the labor here, 10, 20 bucks a day.
The expert is 800.
800 pesos,
Yeah.
which is $16 per day. And when I found out they're expert masons, I said, oh, well, build me a castle. So that's what we did. Lizelle did not want a castle. She wanted just a little simple, just a little simple, complete house.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what she has downstairs.
Plan change.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, you have that downstairs, but then upstairs I built a little castle. So we both got what we want.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Can you survive here
Oh yeah,
without coming back to the US?
I can. If I had a choice, should I stay here for the rest of my life or go back to America? I would stay here. There are hardships. Well, for one thing, we didn't know this when we bought the property. We don't have good electricity here. None of our neighbors do. It
Yeah.
fluctuates.
Low voltage.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's high voltage. Most of the time it's low voltage.
It's getting
Which-
worse now.
Yeah. And I guess it's getting worse because
Too many houses, new house that build close to us. So
right.
yeah, we learn a lot here. Like, if I advise you guys, if you want to buy a property somewhere, make sure like you get good electricity on that area, because
Mhm.
if not, you're gonna be spending a transformer.
Right. And
Yeah.
it did ruin our air conditioner. Now we have no air conditioner.
Hmm.
And we're used to it, but then again, we're not. I mean, now it's starting to be summertime. It's hot.
Yeah.
And even our fans, they'll spin real fast, and then they'll spin real slow. It's the electric, and it's ruining it.
Hmm.
Fans are cheap, but air conditioners aren't.
Yeah, it ruined our refrigerator too.
Yep. Our freezer never freezes anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
So we don't put a lot of meat in it. It's just good for a day. It's getting worse here,
right. So it's paradise,
but there is some,
but then again, it's not.
you know.
Yeah. A lot of foreigners have trouble with noise here. Dogs barking, karaoke can be just drive you crazy. Here we're so lucky. And it wasn't because we were smart. We just ended up in a place where they don't use karaoke a lot. The dogs are not barking all night. We're so lucky in that aspect. And then, yeah, we got a problem with the electric. But see, next year, I can buy a transformer.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Of course, we're gonna need some money. It's gonna be between $1,000 and $2,000,
Yeah.
and then we'll probably split that with 2 or 3 neighbors, and then, yeah, so it's not gonna be $2,000 on our part.
Yeah.
Maybe
Mhm.
$500. And so there's hurdles to get past.
Yeah.
We're debt free in America, and we're debt free in the Philippines. And that's why I say this is a small house, and in America we have a small log cabin.
Hmm.
So it's all debt free. So we're not stressed out at all about money. I guess our big thing per year is the plane ticket going back and forth.
Plane ticket, insurance in the US, car
Yeah,
insurance, house
yeah.
insurance. I would say that's pain. getting high,
Right.
the insurance.
But for us in our location, it's still small
No, yeah.
compared to
it's compared
Florida
to
and
big
California, and
Yeah.
so yeah, we love the Philippines. It's awesome. There's a few things you can complain about, but it's just wonderful here.
Yeah, every country, I don't think it's perfect.
No,
It's
no,
not.
no. And so I was very interested building the house. I just loved building it, and the guys were so happy, and they were a joy to build with. And they're, so smart, and they know what they're doing. They're expert masons and carpenters, and so I had a blast with that. Now the house is just about done. We need tile and paint, and then some appliances. So 85, 90% done.
Yeah.
Then I was starting to get bored and sit around, which is really bad for somebody 62 years old. That's not good for your health. And then we found an orphanage.
Yes, we researched the orphanage, close in our area, and we found one.
Yeah, which
We got uniform.
yeah, we have our own T-shirts.
Yeah.
And so it's an all-girl orphanage from, well, as an infant up to 18 years old. And I think, once they go to college, we help them a little bit, but infant to 18, all girls, all very well mannered. They're just awesome girls. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not, they're all smart. They're not there because of anything they did wrong. And yeah, I'd like to really let you know that, and let them know that if they watch this, which they may.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I think the way they explain us, those kids or girls, especially the bigger one, is they're neglected by the family.
Right.
Yeah. That's the main words they said to us.
Yeah,
Neglected.
unfortunately, were neglected or are neglected by their mother and father.
Mm-hmm.
And things are hard here. When you have kids, and it's just hard here when you have kids. A lot of parents can't feed their children.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just honestly that rough. Americans can't even imagine. I mean, you can go to church, you can get free food, it's easy to eat in America, but here it's not.
Yeah, it's not easy, especially right now, getting expensive.
Right. And so it's not that the parents were bad either. Maybe the parents love their children so much they just want their children not to starve.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, beautiful, awesome kids. And we have a lot of fun playing games, and they help with chores. So I don't know if I mentioned there's 29 girls, and then there's 5 baby boys. Is that right? It fluctuates.
4.
Maybe 4 baby boys. The only boys are infants, and they're up for adoption.
Mm-hmm.
And
or foster.
And foster. So they're a blast. I mean, yeah, that's our job. We go in there and we play with the babies. Hold the babies, teach them how to walk, teach them how to crawl. That's my job. We'll work in the kitchen for a little while. I'll work there for about 20 minutes and my back hurts.
Joyce picking those moringa leaves.
Yeah, there's, vegetables to chop and pick, and
1,000 leaves of moringa.
I help out. But then mostly I'm probably 95% best at playing with the little kids. And we play, with the older ones. And yeah, it's awesome. What am I gonna do? Sit around here and sit at the beach getting drunk every day? That's no good. So yeah, I love what I'm doing, volunteering at the orphanage. And Lisa and I don't have any kids as of yet. We've been together 10 years. So as of right now, this is perfect for us. We've got babies to play with every day. And
I need to repeat this, our age gap. I mean, I'm 35 right now and you're 62.
right, so there's a little bit of an age gap.
Yeah.
And it's never been a problem. We just get along.
Just the people have a problem of the age gap.
In America, sometimes I'll get a look or something from, somebody that thinks she's too young for me, or vice versa. But here in the Philippines, nobody cares. Nobody cares at all.
Maybe there is 2%, maybe, out of 100.
I don't notice anything. So, anyway, we'll be here well, to the end of this month. So, gosh, not even 2 weeks now.
Pray for us, guys, for a safe trip to USA.
So please follow us to Missouri. We'll shut down the castle for a little while. I'll do a little, before I leave, I'll take you on a tour of the little castle and let you know what's going on here. And then come with us to Missouri. And this is a log cabin that I built myself. It's oak. It's actually bulletproof. And it's pretty. It's pretty. I like it. And it's all paid for. And so when we're not living in the castle, we live in a little log cabin. And we grow shiitake mushrooms there. We grow, you know, gourmet mushrooms. So.
I have a question.
Well, thank God.
We just wanna keep going to make this longer. Our vlog today is mix, you know, any kind what we're gonna share, but you know. So I have a question. If something's happened here in the castle, like we can't pay the bills, like none, can you survive in the mountain?
Oh, in the mountain?
Staying there?
Well, we have no bills here.
Because that's our backup place. If in case what's happened here, my plan is I'm just gonna stay in the mountain. 'Cause
Right.
I can survive there
Yeah, I can do it.
with farming, but I don't know about my husband. That's why I asked him.
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. I think she's talking about if the Chinese invade.
Don't talk about Chinese.
Okay.
In case
Yeah,
it's
you know, our
something,
water
you know.
bill here is what, $20 a month?
Yeah.
So we got a $20 water bill. Our electricity is $20 a month.
Something like that. Yeah. But
Yeah, basically no bills here. But if we did have to go to the mountain and survive, I could do it. I have friends there. I have her family that would help me. It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to do some leg exercise. Everything is uphill or downhill there, so it's so hard on me. So I'm gonna need a horse, or I'm gonna need a little four-wheeler.
what if we can't afford the four-wheeler?
Then I guess the boys will have to carry me on some of those bamboo things. I can survive anywhere. I mean, you're gonna do what you have
Yeah,
to do.
in case, you know, the social security stop and we don't have, you know, no money, like a zero. Just in case, that's why I asked him.
Yeah, I'll become a farmer. So they plant, yeah, they don't need money up there. They survive on root crops and
We need a little bit because we have,
bananas.
yeah, we have to buy soap and, you know, laundry
Right.
soap.
But that's where you were a little girl. You grew up there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll do what I have to do. And I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
We usually don't have a topic or see, now I can't think, but
Yeah, and I would like, or we would like to say thank you to all new subscribers of, you know,
Thank you so much.
raise up actually, especially to those Paul McGill's subscribers and jump to us, or you know, Never Give Up Philippines channel.
right, that's our channel. And since Paul interviewed us a few days ago, and I got 500 or 600 new subscribers, which is awesome. And yeah, it's just awesome. And I love reading comments too. That's my thing. When I wake up in the morning, I'm having coffee. I love going through comments, and I'll answer as many as I can. So please, yeah, leave me comments, subscribe, and
Maybe share.
Yeah,
think they usually share helps viewers too.
hit thumbs up.
It's up to you guys, you know. We can't force what you want to do for our channel, but it helps.
One thing I would mention, I've been coming here for 25 years, guys. That's longer than most of all the other expats. I've been here the longest, 25 years. And so, if you want to ask me advice, I will give advice. I'm careful how I do it, but I don't want anyone to come here and make a mistake. And so, I'm just straight with my answers. Might hurt, might not, but I'm going to tell you what I think. And so, yeah, tell me you fell in love with a girl online 3 days ago and you want to sell your house. And I'm going to tell you what I think about that. So, yeah, I guess that's about it.
I think so. I think we own it.
All right, ask me questions. Please subscribe, comment. If you want to turn that off, we'll try to do better next time.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, and we'll do a tour of the castle in a day or two.